Hey guys, welcome to part 2 where I'm going to talk about different shoulder types and different of shoulders for your shoulders. For the first shoulder type, we have the broad shoulder. The broad shoulder can be a result of two things. Either it can be genetic or it can be a result of working out. So you end up having muscular shoulders. And there are ladies who work, for the ladies who work out, you notice some of them have muscles built around their shoulders. And if it's genetic, you can find either it can be a result of your bone structure, or if you have the inverted triangle shape, or if you have the apple shape, you can also find out that you have broad shoulders. So if you have this type of shoulders, the best of shoulder top for your shoulders is either the cold shoulder of shoulder. When you're wearing the cold shoulder of shoulder, you need to check the cold shoulder of shoulder that has thicker straps, because your shoulders are broad. The thicker straps will be able to rest nicely on your shoulders. But if you wear the ones with slender or slim straps, your shoulders is going to look exaggerated, and you're also going to look as the broadness of your shoulder, and it's going to look exaggerated. That's what I'm trying to say. So the second one you can wear is the one with smaller ruffles. Don't wear the ones with the bigger ruffles, because again it's going to make your upper body look bigger, and then you're going to look dramatic. The other of shoulder you can wear is the fold over of shoulder. The fold over of shoulder, remember, it's the of shoulder that has a fabric that is folded. I don't know, like now when you're wearing a fold over of shoulder, look for the fold over of shoulder that's the fabric, the falling fabric, the folded fabric is larger, so that just in case it decides to come upward, it still leaves a larger piece at the bottom, something like that. And the other one that you can wear is the shoulder of shoulder. The one shoulder of shoulder is actually a starter of shoulder, especially if you've never worn an off shoulder or you feel insecure wearing an off shoulder. This is a starter of shoulder. It's a nice design, it's a nice piece, and it's simple. Yeah. So for our second shoulder type, we have the sloping shoulders. The sloping shoulders are like the shoulders that I have. Two types of sloping shoulders. You can find someone with narrow sloping shoulders, or you can find someone with broad sloping shoulders, but mine are medium. The best of shoulder for sloping shoulders, let's start with the narrow one. If you have narrow sloping shoulders, the best of shoulder for your shoulders is you can wear either a sweetheart neckline of shoulder. Remember, the sweetheart neckline has that shape at the bust, and also you can wear a cold shoulder of shoulder, but the ones with a thinner strap, because you have narrow shoulders. So don't wear broad straps, because it's going to take up the bigger part of your shoulders. The other one you can wear is the one with the ruffles, but this time you're going to wear the ones with bigger ruffles, because remember, it won't look exaggerated on you because you have narrow sloping shoulders. So for the people who have broad sloping shoulders like me, I'm just like the one with broad shoulders. So when I'm wearing my off shoulder, I should check the ones with smaller ruffles, like the one I'm wearing. Or if I'm wearing the one with a cold shoulder that has a strap, I would wear the one with a thicker strap. Type that has sloping shoulders is mainly the pear or the triangle, because notice in these body types their torso is usually small. So if they have a smaller torso and then they wear a top with bigger ruffles, they won't look exaggerated. Like the broad shoulders when they wear the ones above shoulder with bigger ruffles, they're going to look exaggerated. Yeah. That and the final shoulder type, it's called the straight shoulder type. I'm not sure if it's called the straight shoulder type, but if you look at people with this shoulder type, their shoulders, they appear straight. They're kind of straight. It's like just straight. Most people that have this shoulder type, they are the ones with the rectangle body type. They look like models. So I don't know if it's their posture or something, but their shoulders just appear straight. It's neither broad shoulders nor is it sloping shoulders. It's just straight. Yeah, just straight. For the people with a straight shoulder type, they are usually slender, and you see when they are slender, their collarbones project or they pop, like they're seen, they're more visible than these other shoulder types. So for these people, I think their added advantage is that they can wear any of shoulder type without looking ridiculous or funny, or without them looking any. It's like they have that model figure, so they can either put a cold shoulder of shoulder, they can put the one with big or small ruffles, they can wear the fold over, they can wear the one shoulder of shoulder, they can wear any of shoulder. My heart, say you love me again. Ladies, I know it is usually so uncomfortable when people are pointing out your collarbone, telling you, oh my god, umekonda sana, tunaona hadi mahindi, or things like that. It's so annoying, it's so uncomfortable. I'm actually going to give you a tip. You can try it if you want to, and also you can also do it for fun. Sometimes I do it, but sometimes I forget to do it, but yeah. So this tip, we're actually going to use a highlights, like, yeah, the highlights that you apply when you are doing your makeup. Yeah, so you're going to use the highlight on your collarbone or on your shoulders. This is actually a nice and interesting tip, especially when you're going out for clubbing or just going out with friends. You can do it. It gives you that extra look. Yeah, it's a nice thing. You can just try it. You can just try it even if you're taking photos. Just try it. Yeah. So you can use any highlight, and for the highlights, there are usually 3 types of highlights. Just remember there are 3 types of highlights. The first type of highlight is the cream highlight. It's creamy in nature. So if you use the cream highlight, it looks like oil. It's like oilish. It doesn't dry up. It's creamy. When you apply it and you have the wrong of shoulder, it's actually going to mess and dirtify your clothes. And then the other highlight is the liquid highlight. The liquid highlight, the added advantage of the liquid highlight is that it dries fast. So I think I can advise you to use the liquid highlight on your body. Yeah. The third highlight is the powder highlight. This is like the common highlight that you find in the cosmetic shop. It's like the most common one, but I think the powder highlight is best for your face, but the liquid highlight is best for your body. But the cream highlight, I don't know. Okay, so the powder highlights, but it looks like this. It looks like this. Yeah. So yeah, it looks something like this. I don't know if you can see, but this is almost the same what? Color what? It's almost the same color as my skin. So hata nikijipaka, you can only see the glow, but when you notice you can use this. There are different designs, or you can use, this is an eyeshadow, but nowadays some eyeshadows, the way they are made, you can use them as highlights. So this is eyeshadows, but I sometimes use them as highlights. application. I know someone is wondering, sir, highlight najipaka na nini? Okay, maybe you're not. So we have brushes. Yeah. So what I see, this is a powder brush. So you see, this is a powder brush, and this is called a fan brush. You see, it looks like a fan. It looks like a fan. So mostly I see people either using powder brushes or fan brushes to apply the highlights on either their body or their face. But when you are purchasing a fan brush, you need to look for a fan brush that is a bit thick. Brushes you need to get for highlights, tafuta zenye ziko na bristles nono, bristles ni vitu tunywele, bristles nyingi. Unaona kama hii venye imejaa, it looks like a cat. You need to look for the one with bigger bristles, so that when you are picking makeup, it picks enough. So yeah, so some people use the powder brush or the fan brush. Okay, and then unapaka. But let me tell you something, if you have the wrong of shoulder type and you are about to do this, you'll end up looking untidy, because let's say you see like this off shoulder, the off shoulder has elastic here at the shoulder. So if you're wearing the wrong shoulder, if you're wearing the wrong of shoulder, it's this method will not excite you as much. If you're wearing the wrong of shoulder, for example, you see this one, because when I do like this, you see the way the off shoulder just moved to my neck. That means kan nimepaka highlight hapa, imevuta yote imeenda kwa this side of the off shoulder. And maybe if you're out there, maybe with friends, some friends are mouthy, they have very big mouth. They'll tell you, mbona umevaa nguo chafu? So if you wear the wrong of shoulder, you go get it. So the best thing is, the benefit of this video is to inform you guys that you need to understand your shoulder. It's very key. Understand your shoulders and also understand the clothes. Some people are the functionality. Sorry, I've just butchered that English. The functionality of that cloth. Clear functionality, and also you can functionality always comes first in everything. So before I forget, if highlights are not your thing, ama zikubambi sana, you can also consider looking for nice necklaces, chokers that you can wear. But just remember, if you have the inverted triangle, avoid bold necklaces or neck pieces for your neck, unless those bold pieces they look kind of flat. I'm going to do a video for the neckwear. You can, if the highlights are not your thing, you can also substitute. You can always substitute. You can wear a necklace, a choker, a pendant. It depends on your taste. Yeah. Thank you so much guys for watching my video, and you can also consider subscribing. If your subscribe button is red, make sure you click it so that it can turn gray. And if your like button is what color is it? If it's gray, you can click it so that it can turn blue. Thank you so much, and until next time, doodles!